Hey, what's up everyone? It's Chris Winter here for another DSLR video. Now today I'm going to give you a bit of an insight into what is going to be in my camera bag for my upcoming trip to Europe. So I'm going to be leaving New York on Sunday and going to Europe for around about 3 or 4 weeks. I'm going to be spending the majority of my time in Sweden, but I'm also going to be possibly going to Spain and the Canary Islands, which will be really, really cool. So this is the bag that my camera gear will go into. It is not my typical camera bag. If you want to see the video of my normal camera bag that I take, I'll put a link right here, so just click the screen right there. But this time I thought I would take a rolly bag because I'm going to be doing a fair bit of walking, and this is a really nice bag. I got it in Japan a couple of years ago at a street market, and it's just nice because it's got 4 wheels and it's really good for that. So hopefully this video won't be too long, but I think everyone kind of likes watching these videos of what you're going to take and why. So let's get to it and see what's in my bag. Okay, so as I show you the products that I'm going to be taking, I'll also try and link to them right here, like with a little box or something. So if you want to find out more information about them on my website, you can do that, because I'll try and create a list so you can see kind of the things that I'm going to be taking. But anyway, let's get to it. Ooh, that is a great start. Okay, so the camera body that I'm going to be taking for the majority of my photos is the Canon 70D. I've been using this for around about 2 months now, and it is a fantastic DSLR body, especially for video. And we all know that because it's got the dual pixel autofocus system, and let me tell you, it works just so well. I've been using DSLRs for video for around about 5 years now, and I never really thought that such a large sensored camera would be able to have such solid autofocus. Now, I also love using this for stills because, obviously it's not the top level for a stills camera, but it really does have fantastically fast autofocus. It's got a high burst mode, not that I'm going to be needing to use it while I'm on holiday, but it's also got a really nice feel in your hand. It's not too big, it's not too heavy. It's definitely a step up from something like a T4 or 5i, but it's got a nice feel in your hand. I feel like I can kind of throw it around and it's not going to be a problem. But yeah, that is my go-to camera for my stills and my video while I'm away. Now, pairing this up, this isn't my favorite lens for taking the nicest shots, but this Canon 18-135 lens is absolutely fantastic for a walk around lens, but more than anything for video, because pairing this up with the Canon 70D, the autofocus on it is absolutely fantastic. It just works an absolute charm. As you can see here, I've actually marked it with a red piece of tape, because I often find that when you're shooting with a lens like this, kind of a kit lens, you tend to shoot at 18mm, and to me, I just don't particularly like that that field of view. So I've marked it at around 24 to 30mm, because that's where I really feel is kind of a sweet spot. Obviously, it's like a normal lens or a standard lens viewing kind of distance. So that's kind of where I like to be whenever I'm shooting some stuff. The other lenses that I'm going to be taking are my other favorite primes, and it is a Sigma 30mm 1.4. This is another beautiful lens for video and stills, because obviously, again, this is the like a standard lens in the olden days. It just has fantastic bokeh. I'm going to do a review on this one while I'm away actually in Sweden, so stay tuned for that. I've also got a step-up ring on this one, because another thing that I'm going to be taking is a fader ND. So if you don't know what a fader ND is, it allows you to open and close the filter. So it shows, so you can control the amount of light that will be in the lens, and it just simply screws in on that. What else will I be taking? I'll be taking a monopod. This is my Velbon Ultra Stick R50, I think. And I've already done a video on this one before. This is a fantastic monopod. It's so lightweight that, especially when you're traveling, it just really comes in handy, because you can just throw it in your backpack and it's perfect. At the moment, I've got this ball head on it, mini ball head, so you can see. And this is actually used for when I want to make this into a boom pole. There was a video I did on this a few weeks back on how to turn this into a boom pole, which was pretty cool. Other than that, there's a few other things. This one here is a kind of a cool thing. It's actually a iPhone tripod mount. Now, a lot of people obviously don't want to use their iPhone for like professional level stuff, but I really like using my iPhone when I can, especially for time lapses, because it's got these built-in apps which make it just so easy to make a really good time lapse. And if you can set your iPhone up on a tripod and then you use this, which as you can see just opens up like that, you can get some really nice shots. And you wouldn't actually think that you could get like a slow shutter speed on your iPhone, but there's an app, I think it's called Time-Lapse Plus or something. I don't know, I'll put a link to it on this video. But you can get some like really slow shutter speed time lapses, so it looks really cool. So that's one thing I'll be taking for my time lapses. Obviously I've got chargers for my LP-E6 Canon, batteries for my Canon 70D. I get these like cheap chargers from Amazon and eBay. They only cost you like $3 or so. And they work just as well. And the other thing that I like about them is that they've got this connection here, so you don't have to have the big bulky cord when you're traveling. Next up, I've got these Anker batteries. Sorry, they're also called EZO Power, but I obviously done a video on that. Probably you've all watched it, and that's probably why you're here on my channel. But yeah, these batteries come with me absolutely everywhere. Not only because they help charge my iPhone and my iPad, but because they can charge your DSLR for up to about 9 hours. So they're fantastic. I'll put a link to the video right here. If you haven't watched it, you've got to go watch it, because these turn your camera into an absolute beast. I've got a bag right here with my cables. I've got a big mix of cables. I just put them in another little Ziploc bag right here. I don't know what I can show you. Here's an XLR to 3.5 mini jack. I've got a bunch of DC cables. I've got iPhone cables, pretty much everything, Firewire, everything that goes in there. It's a really good way, if you can get something like this, to put all your cables into a little bag like that. Ooh. Apple TV, I love this thing. I really like getting out, especially if I'm shooting some video. I like to be able to put things up on the TV, and using an HDMI cable is kind of a bit slow sometimes, so I just generally put an Apple TV, connect it to the TV wherever I'm staying, and then stream things over my phone, which is a nice way of doing it. Next up, Videomic Pro. I love the Videomic Pro. It is my go-to shotgun mic for my DSLR. It doesn't give you the best sound, and the reason for this, and why a lot of people kind of don't think it's going to, they have higher expectations than they should, is because whenever you're going to be putting a microphone on your actual camera, I find that you're too far away from the actual source. Unless you're getting the microphone here, which is about optimal, you're always going to be too far away, and then that's why you're not going to be getting the absolute best sound. That's why it's best to have something like this, which is a boom. Throw this on here, and then you can hang this right here, and you're going to be getting better sound. But I do like to have this for B-roll sound. The Videomic Pro is a really good microphone, and I think it is just as good as the more expensive NTG2 and NTG1 mics. The other thing I've got in here is my extension bar. This is an awesome little gadget, a little cheap gadget. It's only $10, but I absolutely love it. This allows you to, you can put this on top of your camera like this, and then throw a Videomic Pro on there, a Sennheiser Lav on there, a flash on there, lots of things. It's just really, really helpful when you want to mount multiple things onto your camera. Of course, data is very important, and you've got to look after it. I generally trust my data to LaCie, and here is a LaCie rugged hard drive. I think this is 500 gigabytes and it's one of the Firewire ones, but normally what I use now, because I've moved up to another MacBook Air which has USB 3, I'll use USB 3 because I find it to be a really solid connection and fast enough for the majority of things that I like to use. That's a good hard drive. I always take a hard drive because I don't want to clog up my Mac with lots of data. What else have I got? An intervalometer. Now, if you don't know what this is, this allows you to take time lapses with your DSLR. Like I said before, I like to take a lot of time lapses on my iPhone, but whenever I want to take a really good time lapse, I will use this. And these are super cheap to pick up on Amazon or eBay. I think they're around about 10 bucks. And essentially what you do is you plug it into your computer, your camera, just on the side, and then you can set the different times that you want to do it, how long you want it in between, and this will snap them off. So it's really good. I love time lapses, so that's one of the things that I'm going to have. Got a case for my AA, AAA, and 9-volt batteries. I went out and bought a lot of batteries before I came to New York because you need them. Like, I use AA batteries all the time for my microphones. I use my 9-volt batteries for the Rode Videomic, and AAA batteries, you kind of need them all the time. So when you get the chance, go out and buy a ton of batteries and just store them in a bag like that. Got batteries for my 70D and also for my lav mics, which you can't really see right here. But I'm definitely going to be making videos while I'm away. And the way that I record sound when I make these videos is using this Sennheiser Ewg G3 100 lav mic. Now this is an awesome, awesome system. I've used these for a couple of years now and never had any faults, touch wood, but they are just perfect. They really do record beautiful sound, and it's just so easy. You know, you throw a lav mic on your shirt and then plug it into the camera, and it's just really, really easy. So when I'm in Sweden, that's what I will be using. What else have I got over here? Actually, this is an interesting thing. I currently have a MacBook Air, and I think it's a newer version, but the problem with it was that I only had 128 gigabytes of space, which is fine because, like I said, I don't really like leaving too much things on my actual desktop because I think it slows down the computer. But what I actually have just bought is this. It's a Jet Drive 520 from Transcend. Now, if you don't know what this is an actual SSD upgrade. So what you do is you take the current SSD out of your MacBook Air, which means you kind of have to unscrew the back plate of the MacBook Air, and then you replace it with this one. Not only does it give you faster speeds, like this doubled my speeds, now I'm getting around 480 megabytes of per second speed. This also increases the storage of it, and this one here, I'm not really sure what was it. I think it was around 500 gigabytes now. So my MacBook Air is fully loaded. So I might bring this here and show you how to install it if anyone is interested. What else have I got? The camera that I will take to record my videos is the Canon XA10. The XA10 is a good camera. I'm starting to feel that I really just want to move completely over to the Canon 70D, even to record this, so I might look at buying another body. But the Canon XA10, it's essentially a camcorder and it produces nice images, but you know, I think that the Canon 70D now has such good autofocus that I would like to get another one of them and kind of get rid of my Canon XA10. Another mic that I'll be taking is this one here. I did a video on it not that long ago. It's the Rode Smart Lav mic. Essentially what it is a lavalier that you plug into your iPhone, and it gives you pretty good sound. Funnily enough, Rode have just come out with a new version of this called the Rode Smart Lav Plus, which is meant to have much better audio. So I'll be looking to pick one of them up, but this will do just in case my lav mics aren't working or something and I need to record some quality audio. I'll also be taking my GoPro. This is an HD Hero 2, so again, this is kind of an older version, but if I go to Spain, which I'm kind of hoping to do, I'll plan on taking this so I can get some underwater shots of the nice beaches and that. The computer that I'm going to be taking is my MacBook Air. You know, for me, this is perfectly good enough. I do a lot of video editing, obviously, and I've never had a problem with this. As long as you transcode most of your files, I think that you can pretty much use any computer to do your video editing, especially if you're out on the run. Obviously, if you want to be doing it all the time and you've got a solid base, I'd be getting a desktop. But for me, my MacBook Air is trusty and it's pretty fast because of that flash storage. Other than that, there's just a few other bibs and bobs. I bought one of these the other day. This is an old iPhone 4. Now, this isn't going to be my main camera, but in America you can buy these really cheap off eBay. This was only, I think, $85, and I'm going to be using it to pair it with my SmartLav Plus, and record audio if I need it, so I don't have to tie up my other phone. But for $85, you can get a pretty good audio recorder for that. Now, another thing that I'm going to take with me is my Audio Technica AT2020 voiceover mic. It's really a fantastic microphone, and it's really quite portable as well. You know, you don't have to be in a studio or anything. You can just close mic this microphone, and it's definitely good enough for the YouTube videos, and definitely one of my favorite microphones. There goes my phone. So that's the stuff that I'm going to be taking with me on vacation. If you want to find out about any more of it, just click the link right there. I'm not sure if it's on that side or that side. I really need to figure that out. But that'll take you to like a blog post, which will show just a complete list of the things that I'm going to be taking. Now, what do you take on vacation? Do you normally like to take a full set of camera gear? Because for me, this isn't all of my stuff, but it's enough for me to have a bit of fun, and also because it's an extended vacation, I also want to be able to make some videos for you guys. That's why I'm taking kind of quite a lot of stuff. I also forgot to mention that I'm taking my travel tripod, which is the Velbon Maxi L. I'll do a review on that one when I get some time during my vacation. But yeah, like I said, this isn't all of my stuff, but it's enough for me to have a bit of fun while I'm away. Now, if you like this video, I'd love it for you to subscribe. All you got to do is click the link down there. But that's it, guys. I will see you when I'm back from vacation. No, actually, I'll see you once I've started making videos, because while I'm away, I'm going to try and make as many as possible. Send me some suggestions on what kind of videos you want. I'm always responding to questions, because I love this whole community kind of feel that we've got going on my channel. So that's about that. This video has gone on for ages. So have a nice day, and I'll see you when I'm away. Bye.